spirituality, enlightenment, for the better sake of the term, kind of sparked. Well, I think first off, it's been kind of intuitive. Like I grew up in the church, right? My mom's a devout Christian. I was going to church 2, 3, 4 times a week. And something just always kind of felt off. And I can't talk bad about any religion because every religion serves its purpose. But I would go to different churches and it felt more like a business than a religious experience. So it forced me to go inward because if you read the Bible, Jesus, he wasn't telling people to worship him. He was preaching love and knowing thyself, I am that I am. Like, the God you're searching for is inside of you. The answers you're searching for is inside of you. You said your ancestors, you feel more connected to them. You are your ancestors. They're in your DNA. They live inside of you. We're all one connected piece of this puzzle piece isn't separate puzzle piece. It may look like that because you're in a different body, you're in a different place, but in reality, we all are the same hive mind of connectedness. So, I think growing up, before I can articulate that, just going to church and, but then, as I got into high school, I started to really be like, who is this white blonde guy on my mom's wall that I'm praying to? And like, is this real? Was it? And I started to realize that maybe he wasn't a white blonde guy, that, Caesar Borgia and blah, 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 they painted him in the sun's image to blah, blah, blah. And then I, started studying more about slavery and how, they gave slaves Bibles so they wouldn't fucking jump off the ships. And then I just started like looking at religion more as a business. And then I started to realize like, what is the actual truth? And then I started to dive into like psychedelics, man, like shrooms, fucking acid, DMT, and just really like opening up different portals in my mind. And when I did that, I realized that, I am infinite. I've been here before, and when I die, I'll be here again, and everything that I want, everything that I need to know, everything that I need to tap into already exists within me. So I have not done the ayahuasca tea. I haven't licked any toads or anything like that, but I feel like I have. I'm tapped in. I meditate. I do rituals. I dig into myself. So I haven't yet, but yeah, I will. You have to have a certain amount of ego to just function as a creative. I don't think the ego is a bad thing. Like, I'm not egoless, but I know my ego. I talk to my ego. I hear my ego. I hear him tell me things, in the back of my head, and I'm able to identify like, oh, okay. It's that separation. The problem is when you have someone being driven by their ego and they don't realize it's their ego. They think that it's their perspective. So, my ego has fueled me to want to be a better artist, to want to be the best artist, to push myself forward. But, in times where I'm having relationships, like in a relationship or with my family or, with just someone, and my ego comes into play, I'm able to recognize it and then quiet it,